Here's a midweek update of the chart that we analyzed on Sunday and Monday. So there's basically 4 main points that I want to focus on this chart. It's going to be a short analysis, but it's going to be detailed and to the point. So we had a high level here with the wick that ended high. And as this chart opened up around this area, it started to push up and test this level. What we saw was that as it was continuing on its downtrend, it kept testing this level, kept testing this trend line. So what I did, I drew out the trend line because this trend line is being used as a resistance point, which is keeping the chart down. Even when you had news, which PPI came out on Tuesday, it pushed up but then respected this trend line and then did it once again. So what we're doing is we're using this level as a trend line that's going to hold the chart down. And we already had a 1 hour support structure that had been formed before that we're using also. So if you can look at the chart from where it's at right now, you're seeing that it's getting tighter and tighter, and it's respecting these low levels right here that it has already been used as a support multiple times. And then it's respecting the high level trend line that's now being used as a resistance. So what we're doing is we're creating a play that is going to happen here very soon, where it's either going to break out of this trend line and break out. Usually what I like to see from this level is a breakout, a retest, and then for it to push up, which we already have another 1 hour level here that we're going to use as a resistance. As you can see, it's been used once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, many times as a resistance. So this is a strong resistance point. And then we have this level here at 0.66777 that's being used as a support. So the resistance here is 0.67178 and the support is 0.66777. And then we have our trend line that's going down. So what we're doing is we're going to play this level. It is currently below the 50 and 200 EMA. So that is one thing we need to look at. So it probably is where we need to see, is it going to respect this 50 EMA and push down to these lower levels? Or is it going to break through the EMAs, also break through this trend line to then push up towards this level and use this as a resistance / target? And then if it breaks through that level, we're pushing up towards this imbalance level that we saw in the last analysis. But if it breaks below this level here, that's currently being used as a support, we're going to see it potentially push down to these levels that we drew out last analysis as the 4 hour target / retest point. So that's kind of what we're seeing. Is it's really in a pinching situation where it's respecting these lows and it's respecting this trend line. So we want to see it keep respecting that, and then whichever way that the market shows us that it's going to do, that's what we want to play off of. In these type of markets, it's not about guessing which direction it's going. It's about being patient and letting the market show you what it wants to do. Because if it breaks below this level, it's going to drop. It might break through, retest, and then it's going to drop down to this level. Or if it breaks above this level, it's gonna break through, retest, and then push up to these other levels. The main thing is just being patient. And then what I like to see usually once it breaks a level like this, especially when it's been used multiple times on both the support and the trend line that's holding it down, is for a retest. Usually it's going to retest. Whether it's a small retest or whether it's a deep retest, it's going to retest. So as of right now, that's kind of what we're seeing. We're currently in a downtrend position though. Like we said, this downtrend trend line is definitely being respected. So it wouldn't surprise me if we did see shorts. Yeah, at the same time, we're just gonna play within this area. And we'll have a post-week analysis update coming later this Friday. That will be coming out after market close. So then we'll be able to see exactly what this chart wanted to do and what it did do. If you like this video, subscribe. We're going to be coming out with more analysis videos. We're going to be following this chart throughout this whole year. And if you're just looking for educational trading content, then follow along and we're going to grow together.